Hi everybody, it's Irene here. Welcome back to my channel. If you just joined us, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. Today we're going to do a bloom, no, not a bloom, sorry, a Dutch pour in resin, but I want to prepare my base. So this is a 40 by 30 centimeter panel board, so it's wood. And I've painted it, I've taped the sides, and it's ready to have resin poured on it. So on the background, I want it to be black, but have a little bit of blingy sparkles in it, because, you know, sparkles is everything. So I've already prepared my resin, and for this size board, we wanted just over 200 milliliters of resin, which is what I've got here, and I've already mixed it. It's ready to go, and in that I'm just going to add a little bit of Stone Coat's black base tint. I know I've already got a black base, but I just want to use it anyway. So and because I've already painted it back, it doesn't matter if this is a little bit transparent. So I'll just put that there for a sec. Shut this up. Big tin. Now, if you're in Australia and you want to get this, I got this from Colour Passion, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, jump onto her website. That's Kim. Alright, I'll just scrape this stick. Get our colour in there. Put this to one side. Mix it up. You don't need a whole lot. That's coloured it perfectly. Right, I'm going to make this, make sure it gets down to the bottom. Right. Scraping the bottoms, scraping the sides. And make sure you've mixed it all in. Alright, beautiful. Really do not need a lot. Okay, so alright, into that I want to add some Bling It by Colour Art, and I just want to give it just a little bit of bling, a lot, because the other colours I'm going to put in tomorrow will I want them to be the star, but I like a little bit of sparkle in the background. So I'm going to try this much. I've never done it in black, so hopefully the black won't swallow it up. We'll soon find out. Mix that in. Make sure we get it down to the bottom. Oh, I think that'll be alright. Can you see that in the light? Just that little bit of colour, just for a little bit of interest. Do we want any more? No, let's not put any more. Let's let the colours tomorrow be the star. Alright, that's all mixed in. I'll just put the lid back on my Bling It, because it's such a fine powder, it goes everywhere. And one of these jars is going to last you forever, because you only use a tiny bit. So now I'm going to pour this on our base. Now I've already leveled the base, so it's all level. That is the important thing to do. Make sure there's no dust. And let's just pour it out. Oh, look at that Bling It. Oh, that's very blingy. Alright, put that aside. Now, with my hand, gloved hand of course, I'm going to spread this around. I'm just going to go up to the edges and over, because you want it to go over slightly, even though I've taped the sides. You want it to make sure it's right up to the sides at least, so pushing it over is not going to hurt. And with using a glove finger, the best thing about that is you can feel where the resin's been or hasn't been, so you know if you need to push some more resin over the edge. Oh, it's just looking like a beautiful galaxy at the moment, which is, yeah, subtle, which is what I want. All right. Alright, give my hands a wipe. Your best friend is baby wipes. So I always have baby wipes on hand, because you don't want to go from spreading that out with your hand to your heat gun or your torch, because you're going to have resin on it and you don't want to lock your heat gun or your torch in place. So I'm just going to torch the bubbles out. Always keep moving, and you can see the bubbles popping. You might not be able to see them, but I can. Now you're probably going to have to do this a couple of times before it dries, so come back in about 15-20 minutes and do it, pop them again. And that way you can keep an eye on it and make sure there's no fluffy bits that have gotten into it, or bits of dust, or if you've got animals. I've got a cat sitting behind me watching all of this at the moment. Her hairs get everywhere. Now, the good thing about having the blinger in there, it hides those little imperfections. So, yeah. Alright, so we're going to let this dry and we'll come back tomorrow, or maybe later tonight, and we'll do our colours. Now, what I've got is this little piggy from Fluid Art Co. have put out some new colours that I want to try. This is Flamingo, which looks like a pink, but also it changes colours as well. So it's a little bit of a chameleon colour. And we've got Unicorn. Oh, Unicorn, look at that colour. And that's got some blues and purples and all sorts of colours in it, so I'm looking forward to that. And this one is Crescendo, and this is a purple. I'm not sure what colour it changes to, but it changes to another colour as well. So if you can imagine, a Dutch pour with them over black is really going to highlight them. So I'm really looking forward to using these colours tomorrow. So I will see you in a minute. I just thought I'd bring you down to show you these colours in the black. I've got my flash on. And of course it does weird things, doesn't it? Look. But you can see all the beautiful colours. It's not as strong as that in real life. It's a lot more black. But yeah, looks gorgeous. Yeah, just that little bit. Amazing. Alright, see you shortly. Okay, we're back. It's the next day. This is hard. Set, solid. I've mixed up my resin. I'm going to have a clear base. I'm going to put down a clear base first, and then I'm going to mix up my colours, and we'll blow the colours out over the clear base. Today I'm using 360 plus platinum resin. It's a 2-to-1 Partt resin, and I thought I'd use that because it's a lot thinner, because it's you can cast with it. So we'll see how that goes. So now I'm going to mix up my colours. You'll notice there's 4 when I said I was only going to do 3, but I've also decided to use this Colour Obsession Silver Moon Shimmer, which is just a I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's just a shiny white, metallic white. There you go. Words are hard today. So we're just going to use a little drizzle of that just to break up the other colours. So the other colours will be this little piggy's flamingo, and this little piggy's crescendo, and this little piggy's unicorn. Now these are colour shifting colours. I don't know if you can see the blue going to purple in that, in the light, but that's what we want to use. So they're the 4 colours we're going to use. Get that off. And we'll mix them up now. So let's start with the unicorn. Now we're not going to need a whole lot of this stuff, so I think that would be plenty. This is the crescendo. Well, it's a beautiful colour. Now be very careful when you're opening up mica powders, because the mica dust will go everywhere. I mean, you should be wearing PPE for your doing resin, but because I'm talking to you, I haven't got any on at the moment, so I'm just being very careful. I'm also in a very open space that's well ventilated. Okay, and this is the Silver Moon Shimmer by Colour Obsession. Oh. Just give this a little stir. You should always, when you've got a wet paste like this, you should always give it a stir to make sure all the ingredients are mixed in, because sometimes they can settle. Now I don't want a whole lot, so that's probably going to be plenty heaps. I don't care if it's a little bit transparent. Just put them aside, and we'll stir in our micas. Now, careful when you first start to stir in, because they will puff up. So go slow to start with, and then when they're all wet, then you can get a little bit more aggressive with your stirring. Now the thing with micas, they don't always mix in easily, and you have to give them a good stir. If you want, you can, before you put your resin in, you can put alcohol with them and wet them and disperse them that way first, and then add your resin to it. But I didn't have time to do that today to show you. So I'm just going to have to make sure I stir it all in. Look at that colour. Ooh, it's gorgeous. And against the black, it's just going to be so beautiful. Okay, so that's that one, the crescendo. Yeah, as you're stirring, you can probably still see the bits of mica that are, you know, still solid. Mixing it with alcohol first is actually a really good way to disperse it and make sure that it really does break down, because if you don't break it down, you'll get these little lumps of mica that cause a striation, or striation, is that the word? Yeah, and it can sometimes ruin a piece. So lots of scrapings of the sides and the bottom. Your stick, make sure you get that all stirred in. And this one is flamingo. I can still see bits on the sides. When you're mixing, you sort of push it against the side, so it sort of mushes up the mica. When you can't see any of that on the side, you might be close to good to go, but always give it more. Now, I've probably got more resin than I need. Well, the board covers 200 and I've got 200 left in just the clear. So I'm going to have lots of resin, but because I'm going to blow it out, a lot will go over the side, and we want it to be the clear that goes over the side. So hence why we've got so much resin. And try not to blow this too much over the side, because these are beautiful. Oh, is that one mixed up? And of course this one will mix in easily. Wow, look at that colour. That's going to be beautiful in there too. Just something else to break it up. I was going to use another this little piggy's interference, but then that introduces another colour, and I didn't really want another colour. I mean, I know white's a colour, but you know, it's white. Alright, and this, yeah, I won't use as much. So let's get our clear down. Let's get out to the edges first. I hope wherever you are, you've had a good day, good night, good evening, good morning. And if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends. That'd be great. That'll help me grow this channel, which is what I'm trying to do. Alright. Okay, and like before, I'm going to get my hands into there and push it all out and over the edge, because resin won't go where resin hasn't been. So even though this has got resin that's hardened on it, that's set, it won't go over it unless it's wet resin. So we're just pushing it out over the edge, making sure we've got full coverage. Run your fingers along the edges, pull it over. This base looks gorgeous. I hope you're not getting too much reflection from my ceiling and the lights. I'm probably making it not look so black, but it's quite black. And just a beautiful sparkle all the way through. It looks like a galaxy with a billion stars. It's just gorgeous. Okay. I think we're pretty much done. Now, I've been thinking about how to put these colours on, and I'm still not 100% sure. I mean, do I do it in the traditional Dutch pour with the lines of colours? I will do some of that, I reckon, but then I might also do lines of single colours so they don't blend as much together, so we can see the beautiful individual colours as well. Just wiping my hands off with my baby wipes. So I start with dry gloves again. Dry, clean gloves, which is very important. Alright, which colour to start with? I don't know. Alright, let's just go for it. I might do a mixture in the middle. And then dip it out there. Oh, it's all going to be a mixture, I think. Yeah. I might put the majority in the middle. Let's use that much. And we'll do some blue. Blue. And then our flamingo. So that last one was unicorn. This is flamingo. And I might do a drizzle of the pearl. And I might reverse the order and do some more. Yep, there's a lot of resin and we're going to lose a lot of it over the edge, but that's just the price we have to pay for experimenting. And our unicorn. And then our crescendo, which is the purple. Whew, gorgeous. And then we'll finish off with a bit more of this silver white. What's it called? Can't remember the name. Right, let's see how we go with that. It is Silver Moon Shimmer, which shimmer it does. Alright, so I'm going to use my, actually I might torch it first to get rid of some bubbles and heat the resin up so it moves easier. So let's give it a torch. And I'm going to use my heat gun on high heat and high fan. And we're going to push it out and see what happens. It takes a little bit to heat it up. Don't put your heat gun in there. Well, we're starting to get a little bit of selling, which is interesting. Which was not the reason to do this, but it's interesting. Alright, let's see if I can push this one out a bit. I think it's that silver mixing with these colours that are doing that. How beautiful is it? Alright, look at that. It is gorgeous. Ooh. Oh, the shimmer and the colour shifting in these little piggies are just stunning. Alright, so we're getting a bit of break up there. Maybe there was too much heat there. I'm not sure. So, kind of like a little bit of selling on the edge here. But yeah, beautiful. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Now, my only hope is that we keep this black so we've got a bit of contrast. So, you know what resin's like. It's going to do what resin wants to do. Oh, very happy with that. Okay. What do you think? Was it a success? Oh, geez, words hard today. A success? Let me know down in the comments. Now, I'm going to have to come back. Looks like bubbles forming here. Yeah. So, I might just pop them. I might use my little torch. See if that just pops. I don't want to stay there very long. Okay. I know why. There's a little bit of hair and stuff. That's why that's broken up. I can see it. There's fluff. Let me just get that fluff out. We don't want fluff. Alright, that's got that out. I wonder if I can cover it up. See, when you touch it, you sort of break the pattern. That's the only problem. Alright, let's just see if we can push a little bit out on that side. Right. Okay, it is what it is. And it's a happy accident. Kind of looks like a exploding nebula, doesn't it? Awesome. Alright, so lessons. Maybe less is more. So if we had less of the colours on top, we might have kept more of the black, because I think it's going to keep spreading as resin does. And I don't know, it's gorgeous though. Alright, I'm going to stop filming here and bring you down for a closer look and see if we can get any of that colour shifting, so you can see the, you know, there's oranges and golds coming out, and yeah, blues. There might be a bit of green, but I don't know if I'll be able to show you that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Look at it. Oh, it's just, yeah, it's like a space explosion. Beautiful. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back. I have my light on my phone on. Oh, look at the shimmer. Wow. We'll just take a big depth look at it. Whew. Yeah, look at that colour. It's overwhelming on the phone, but sorry about the other light. I've turned off my big lights. But look at that. How gorgeous is it? Oh, it's stunning. Beautiful. Wowza. Oh, I really like that striping there. It's just beautiful. I'm wondering about what to do about that black dot there. I think it's a bubble, so I might see if I can pop it. Wow. I hope we get to keep some of this black because I really like it against the black, but I'm not holding out. I love this swirl here. Look at that swirl. Yeah. That looks like an explosion. Ooh, the colour. I'm not sure if we can see the shifting colours, but perhaps when it's dry and we take it out in the sun, we'll be able to see it. Okay. All right, next time you see me, it'll be dry and we'll be out in the sun. See you soon.